for kids that's fun, so many good songs. And I've become that mom where I'm like sitting around with friends and I start singing like, Tyrannosaurus, that's the chorus, Tyrannosaurus. I was like, what am I singing? Oh my gosh, I'm singing Storybook. I'm singing Storybooks. I am not singing Beyonce in that.
Things just flipped from odd to shocking. A woman no one has ever seen before, she calls herself DL, stepped on screen and dropped a bomb. She says she is the real mother of Archie and Lileette, the children the world links to Harry and Meghan. DL insists she is not some lab donor or hired egg carrier. She says she carried both babies in secret from day one to delivery. Now she refuses to hide. She shows proof, hospital wristbands, wire transfer slips, even NDAs stamped with a royal seal dated late 2018. Her first line stings, "They promised me money and privacy, then wiped me from the story." She also claims palace staff knew every detail and helped cover it up. She hints at more evidence, ultrasound photos, text messages, a voice memo from a royal aide begging her to stay silent. She ends with a dare: run a public DNA test. Let the whole world see who tells the truth. If her papers survive a single lab check, Britain's most talked about love story could crash overnight, and the palace knows it. She isn't hiding behind a shadow or a voice filter. DL stares straight into the camera, steady eyes, steady voice, as if she has rehearsed this reveal for years. Viewers can't look away, and the comment feeds are blowing up faster than any royal interview in recent memory. Here's why. Rumors about Meghan's baby bump have floated around the internet forever. Clips show the bump folding like paper when she bends or shrinking overnight between public events. Back then, critics were mocked as trolls. The press laughed. Today, those same clips are back on every timeline, racking up millions of fresh plays in a single evening. Now add DL's calm face to that footage, plus her promise of hospital papers and royal NDAs. Suddenly, the story shifts from random gossip to a possible palace cover-up, and people can't stop watching to see what drops next. Let's pause and see the bigger blast zone. If DL's story checks out, we're not talking about Meghan wearing a fake belly for a photo op. We're talking about the royal bloodline itself. 2 kids placed on the world stage under a false spotlight, while the palace, the papers, and yes, Prince Harry all clapped along or even wrote the script. Harry's trouble is boiling over. Many once painted him as a lost prince steered by Meghan's spin team. That picture has cracked. If he knew every detail from day one, if he smiled for cameras while hiding a swap in the delivery room, he's no victim. He's a co-director of the long con. Think back to Archie's strange debut. No reporters outside a hospital, no proud parents on the famous steps like William and Kate. Instead, Harry stood by a horse stable, beaming into a shaky phone video. "Baby's here!" It felt odd then. Now it screams staged. Why no hospital name? Why no witness list? The whole scene plays like a rehearsal, not real life. And here's the spark that could set the throne on fire. British law ties titles to true birth lines. If Archie and Lileette entered the world through hidden surrogacy, every title and every ounce of taxpayer security money around them sits on thin ice. The crown has survived wars and divorces, but a secret baby switch? That could be the scandal that sends shockwaves from Buckingham Palace all the way to Parliament's front door, while millions keep replaying the footage, hunting for the next telltale clue. Next came the birth certificate bomb. When the paper at last hit public record, sharp eyes spotted something strange. Meghan's full legal name, Rachel Meghan Markle, had vanished, swapped out for the grand title, Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. The palace waved it off as a harmless paperwork tweak. Meghan claimed it happened without her say-so. But after DL's story, many viewers think the switch was no accident at all. If Meghan never carried the babies, listing her as mother could count as faking a legal file, a crime that could light up every courtroom headline on the planet. And notice the silence. No cameras, no firm denial, no solid proof from the Sussex camp. Instead, insiders whisper that their lawyers are firing off warning letters, leaning on newsrooms, and trying to scare websites into deleting DL's interview clips. Yet DL stands tall on live TV and says, "Test the DNA. I'm ready today." When one side flashes lab confidence and the other side flashes lawsuits, most people feel the shift. The palace may claim calm, but that silence grows louder each hour. So, here we sit, a woman with hospital tags, bank slips, and sealed NDAs versus a prince and duchess who have offered zero hard facts. Viewers smell fear, and fear keeps them glued to every new update, waiting to see which document or lab result shatters the royal fairy tale for good. This whole drama now feels like a late-night thriller rolling in slow motion. The woman in the middle, the mystery surrogate called DL, says a fancy California agency scooped her up and locked her away the moment the ink dried. No friends, no family visits, phone calls timed and recorded, windows covered at night. She claims it was all to stop leaks about the royal project. Meghan's team, she says, paid for everything. Private doctors, beachside housing, even a therapist on speed dial, but they never planned for her to talk. DL says the real break came after she nearly died from postpartum preeclampsia, sky-high pressure, organs at risk. Once the babies were handed over, she got a one-way ride home, no follow-up, no thank you, just a fresh NDA and a warning text. Remember the papers you signed? That's when she opened her own file. Every text, every lab slip, every hidden payment. If even half of it checks out, the royal spin machine could blow like a cheap fuse. Big-name reporters who once laughed off the bump rumors are now circling. Network lawyers are weighing airtime against lawsuits. Reddit and TikTok detectives are tearing old footage apart frame by frame. That 2019 clip where Meghan bends and the bump folds like cardboard? It just passed 10 million new views in 2 days. Viewers now call it the royal rubber belly. Each new screenshot spreads like wildfire, and DL hints she still has the biggest proof saved on a flash drive in a safe box. Until Meghan and Harry speak up, that little flash drive controls the story, and the silence around it gets louder every single hour. Millions keep refreshing their feeds, hungry for the next crack in the palace wall. Harry's inner circle is not calm. Aides whisper that the Duke stalks the halls at 3 a.m., red-eyed, slamming doors, shouting at staff, then hiding in his gym for hours. One guard says Harry punched a picture frame after a call with his lawyers. Another insider claims he now carries 2 phones, one for everyday calls, one he wipes clean every night. A former nanny told a friend, "He's falling apart." He thought the secret would stay buried. Rumor is he's grilling everyone around him, asking who leaked, who filmed, who got paid. Meghan is the opposite. Total radio silence. No shiny Instagram reels, no podcast teasers, no new product drops. Her team once posted 3 times a day. Now the pages look abandoned. PR insiders say at least 4 big sponsors have hit pause, and her Netflix crew got an email. Production delayed until further notice. The quiet feels louder than any press release. The lawyers are sprinting. Cease and desist letters slam onto desks like hail. One tiny podcast got a 12-page warning just for saying DL's initials. Yet DL laughs it off on live TV. Sue me, I'll hand the judge my DNA kit myself. She even dares Meghan and Harry to test on camera, neutral lab, live online. That kind of bold talk makes viewers wonder, what proof is she hiding that scares a royal legal army? Every hour without a clear denial turns talk into smoke and smoke into fire. People keep watching, waiting for the moment the palace starts to crack. This is no longer a juicy rumor. It now pokes the heart of Britain's unwritten rules. Government lawyers are quietly paging through dusty law books, asking if Archie and Lileette even count as royal by blood. If a hidden surrogate was used and kept off the paperwork, every rule about who can wear a crown suddenly hangs by a string. One palace aide calls it the biggest crisis since Wallace Simpson, only messier. Even the late Queen's press secretary broke radio silence on a local station. If the facts line up, we are in uncharted waters. Titles, funds, security, it could all be questioned. Remember, keeping royals safe costs UK taxpayers millions a year. Viewers are now asking on Talk Radio, why should we bankroll kids who might not be in the line at all? The public feels the shift. Polls on X, Twitter, show trust in the Sussex brand sinking to record lows. Fans who once defended Meghan's every move now post, "I loved them, but I need answers." Anti-monarchists, meanwhile, smell fresh ammo and push for a vote to cut all royal perks. Behind palace walls, stress is brutal. Staff whisper that Meghan storms room to room on her phone, while Harry paces the lawn in the dark, muttering about traitors. They reportedly use separate bedrooms and speak through assistants. Gardeners say the once busy Montecito mansion now sits in tense silence. Windows closed, curtains drawn, guards doubling their rounds. Money adds more fire. Meghan's wellness brand, skincare, candles, organic wine, faces quiet boycotts. At least 4 big retailers have pulled her products from online shelves. A marketing exec leaked an email. Until the DNA story clears, suspend all Sussex items. On the legal front, it's a street fight. Lawyers blitz newsrooms with 24-hour deadlines. Air DL, get sued. But 2 U.S. networks already taped deep dive specials and booked primetime slots. They're daring the Sussex team to try and stop a broadcast watched by millions. DL, for her part, keeps upping the stakes. She tells a morning host she has phone cam clips inside the secret rental home, nurses in scrubs, a calendar on the wall showing Meghan's code name, and a neonatal monitor beeping. She repeats one challenge: let's swab the kids, Harry, Meghan, and me. Live on TV. Simple, quick, over in 60 seconds. While the Sussexes stay silent, the press fills the gap. A London tabloid splashes a mock front page, prince or placeholder. The headline trends all day. Talk show panels argue if the crown can survive another body blow so soon after Prince Andrew's scandals. Royal advisors now meet in after-hour sessions. Options on the table: 1. Freeze the kids' HRH titles until DNA clarity. 2. Strip all Sussex honors if fraud is confirmed. 3. Push Parliament to rewrite succession law and close every loophole for future heirs. None of those moves come without firestorms. Yet the talk alone shows how serious the threat feels inside Buckingham Palace. Celebrity friends notice too. Oprah, silent, Beyonce, unfollowed Meghan on Instagram according to fan trackers. Podcasts that once praised Meghan's activism delete episodes or add disclaimers. A-list support dries up faster than a Hollywood sequel flop. All the while, the Sussex camp posts nothing. No statement, no picture of the kids, no smiling couple selfie. That blank space is louder than any press release, and viewers lean in, waiting, refreshing feeds by the minute. If senior advisors prove the Sussexes lied on a legal birth record, fallout could be brutal. Loss of titles, loss of taxpayer security, even a total cut from royal perks. Experts say a fraud case could drag the pair into court for years. Yet the drama may explode much sooner. Word in Hollywood is that a primetime special is already booked for next Friday night. A neutral lab, bright studio lights, and 3 chairs stand ready. 1 for DL, 1 for Harry, 1 for Meghan. Producers swear the cameras will roll even if only DL shows up. The show is being teased as Crown or Clown, and trailers are already flooding social feeds. Viewers are lining up to see who dares to take the swab and who runs. In London, a tabloid editor hints he's holding a nurse's private diary from the beach house where DL says she was hidden. The first page supposedly starts, "Patient code, Rosebud, Royal Security on duty." Lawyers are racing to block the pages, but the paper's front page emoji is just a single flame. People are refreshing the site every hour, waiting for the drop that could timestamp every kick and contraction. 2 podcasters claim they have a shaky phone recording of a palace aide muttering, "If this leaks, the line of succession is finished." They promise to play 10 seconds in their next episode. Audio proof is like smoke. Once it drifts online, you can't stuff it back in the bottle. Fans are setting reminders, so they hit play the second the stream goes live. Back in Westminster, a rebel member of parliament tweets that taxpayer money for royal security should freeze until a DNA test is public. She vows to raise the question on the floor next week. If the motion lands, the royal drama becomes government business, and every news channel will air the debate live. Imagine the ratings when lawmakers argue whether Archie and Lileette deserve titles or a paternity test. Meanwhile, DL is not slowing down. down. She told a breakfast host she still has phone clips from inside the secret rental. Nurses in scrubs, a wall calendar showing Meghan's code name, a newborn monitor beeping in the dark. She taps her pocket and says the clips sit on a flash drive locked in a safe box. If they silence me, she smiles, the drive speaks for me. The Sussex social pages remain blank. No new photo of the kids, no garden selfie, no guided meditation quote. Silence used to protect their brand. Now silence only feeds the fire. Every hour without a statement turns rumor into headline and headline into screenshot proof. Here's what will keep viewers glued after the final frame of this video. We have a voicemail DL left her lawyer the night she thought she was dying from preeclampsia. Her voice shakes, monitors beep, and you can hear someone in the room whisper, "Stay quiet, Rosie. They'll take care of you." We will play that raw clip 12 seconds after the end card. Most people click away in those last seconds. Don't. Hear the fear in her words. Judge for yourself. Then hit the comments and answer one question. Test or trust? Should the royals swab on live TV, or should the crown rely on tradition alone? The top replies get shouted out in tomorrow's update.